What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Keto Rewind. I am Jess. Thanks for clicking on today's video. I'm excited to make this video today. I'm just pumped. Let's just put it that way. It's a new year, so happy new year to all. It's 2025. And next month, it'll be my 6-year keto anniversary on this channel, or my YouTube anniversary. So it has been a roller coaster of a ride, but being that it is a new year, new me, the weight loss challenge that I'm putting together is a 90-day challenge. It is going to be a 90-day challenge that we're going to do together, and it's based off of almost 6 years of fighting nail and tooth to fight the obesity battle and win it at the end of the day. Now, for those of you that might be joining me now or just found this channel, back in February 11th, 2019, I started this channel. I weighed 309 pounds. About a year and I want to say a year and like 4 or 5 months later, I dropped 130 pounds, just like that. However, I did do it a very strict way. I did all the things. It was fasting. It was strict. It was extended fasting. It was strict keto. It was carnivore. It was all of the things. And it worked. I got it all down. But the thing is, it wasn't perfect. I got the weight off right. That's the easy part. But keeping it off was where I went wrong. So the challenge, or the 90-day challenge that we're going to do on this channel and moving forward, I'm basically hitting that reset button. So I thought, being that you guys enjoyed my weekly updates where I would show my before and after pictures, I do a weigh-in, I'd show you what my strengths and my weaknesses were of that past week. I'm going to design this go around just the same, but I'm going to tweak at the process at which I do stuff. When I lost the weight the first time around, I lost the weight. That was the easy part, but the part that threw me was not changing those old habits. Basically putting lipstick on a pig, I changed, but I didn't change all the way, and that little bit of grace I kept giving myself turned into a lot of grace, and next thing you know, those excuses are coming back, and then now you see the scale start returning in that direction instead of been going like this. So I thought it would be beneficial to everybody on this channel that follows me, that we're going to hit that reset button and we're going to have a week 1 fresh slate and base my ambition this go around off of the successes and the failures of round 1. But the thing is, when you go into battle, or you're in a sports team and you have an opponent, obviously the goal is to win, right? But do you always learn when you win, or do you learn when you lose? Which one do you think makes more sense? So this quote stuck with me because it really challenged me to think. And the quote is, "A loss will teach you more than a win." So yes, if you win this, rival victory and all this stuff against a former opponent, you're like, yeah, I won, and you just feel the winning part. You don't feel like how you got there and like all the adversity you had to come. At the end of the day, if you lost that battle to that rival, are you going to pay attention and think about what you could have done better? Other solutions that maybe you could have done, maybe a different tactic, or, you're going to learn more from a loss than you are from a win any day, because it gets your attention, and me as a competitive person, when I fall flat on my face, I want to be like, how can I fix this? I don't want this ever to happen again. It's that drive to be like, I want to win so bad, I have to learn how to do it. And I obviously didn't do it right that time. Where did I go wrong? Let's hit those spots and we're going to try it again. So that's why I always say, even though it is easy to fall off the wagon and go from eating keto to, whatever the heck you want, and then you gain all the weight and you're all upset, and I'm always saying, it's okay. As long as you didn't quit, you're still in it. You might have hit a roadblock or an obstacle, but obviously that path was not your path to success. Try again, and eventually, if you keep trying enough, you're going to win. So that's kind of like where I'm at in this journey. Like, I know how to lose weight. I can lose weight so easy, but keeping it off and actually changing my life is what I have to do. And the only way that I'm going to do that this time around is if I focus on nutrition and I focus on self-discipline. Those two things are the key to success. And above all else, they're going to be the ones that will give you that pass or fail, that win or loss, you know, that victory or defeat, because those two things spell it all out. And how much you adhere to those things will determine your success. So this time around, I am going to hit that reset button. We're going to start with the week 1 pictures, which I'll put them on here, but I'm going to post week 1, week 2, week 3, every month like I used to do. I'll put an example here. This way it shows my before and after, like the current and the before. And this way you can visually see, because it's not always going to be about how much weight I lose every month. I lost 130 pounds, and there were weeks that I didn't lose anything, and it showed more than the weeks that I dropped 4 pounds. You know, like it's just how it goes. So pictures for me always showed more than the scale, because the scale can just change by, you know, how much water you drink that night or something, you know, or how it's just, there's so many impacts, especially if you're female and have hormones. So the picture to me has always been a better visualization, how my clothes fit. You know, like those are much better immediate feedbacks than the actual number on the scale. With that said, I did weigh myself, and I haven't weighed myself in 6 months at least, I want to say. That hurt. So one thing I am going to do is I have to face that scale, and I'm going to go back where I weigh myself once a week and keep track of my progress, because I might not have gotten so far off course had I seen it for myself that, scale's been going this way, you know, instead of just relying on pants, because let's face it, like leggings, you know, bathing suits, all that stuff is just stretchy. So it lets you get away with a lot more than, say, a pair of non-stretch jeans. Heck, even jeans now have so much spandex in them that they're stretchy like leggings, you know. So there's just a lot of things I'm going to change this time around, and it's going to be, I'm excited because I have hope. I have that inspiration. I have that kind of a blueprint of what worked. I have the stuff that didn't work, and I can fix those areas of concern and add them back to the win column, you know? So it's just going to be one of those things that, oh man, I am pumped. So let's do this together. So I do want to say real quick, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a healthcare professional. I am not an expert. I'm not a nutritionist. I don't have any certifications, none of that thing. All I have is my own personal battle overcoming obesity and my experience over the past nearly 6 years. So please, at the end of the day, this is what works or didn't work for me. You do you. So let's get this video started. So real quick, before I jump any further, I do want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Element. Element has been my go-to brand of electrolytes for several years now. They are the only brand that I reach for, and specifically right now, because I have been eating like absolute crap for the last like 2 weeks, basically getting all the lasties in, you know, all that reckless behavior. I knew that when I switched January 1st to strict keto, I was going to have a lot of discomfort. So one of the things I made sure to do was make sure I get my electrolytes in. And that means when each packet contains a science-backed ratio of electrolytes. So you're getting 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium in each packet. This way, when I am converting over from a very poor diet to keto, in addition to that, I'm doing intermittent fasting again, I knew that these were going to come in clutch. And that's what I've always used, and they've always worked for me. So that's one of the main reasons I love using electrolytes while living a ketogenic lifestyle. And the other thing is they're sugar-free, gluten-free, no artificial flavors, fillers, colors, you know, that kind of thing. Just a delicious way to make sure I'm getting my water in. So I'll put one packet into this 40-ounce water jug, and I just sip on this while I'm fasting, specifically right now. Like, that's really been helping with those hunger waves that you get when you are fasting. So I'll make sure I'll drink this, and that's also because I'm not working out right now. I'm focusing on fasting fasting in this window. We'll talk about that in a bit, but this helps me get through those fasting windows until I get into the eating window. So I've been sipping on this, and when this is all done, I'll just refill it with water for the rest of the day. So if you would like to give Element a try, you can get this free sample pack with any purchase, and you can try all the flavors. I love watermelon and citrus. My kids love orange, but with this sample pack, you can try all the flavors. So use my link down below. You can use this link as many times as you want because it's only available for us keto rewinders, but you can use this again and again and get your free sample pack with any order. Thanks Element for sponsoring this video. Now let's talk about the changes that I've made for the new year Better Me 90-Day Weight Loss Challenge. All right, so part 2 of this video is going to be on the main changes that we're gonna make. I'm gonna divide the 90-Day Weight Loss Challenge into 3 sections. Section 1 is the first 30 days. It's important to break it in and focus on like one thing at a time, in my opinion, because I feel like I went wrong where I threw a bunch of darts at the wall and I saw what stuck, right? And I just threw everything at it. Well, this time around, I don't want to have that approach. I want to aim my attention at what I know I need focus on. Because remember, I have my list of things that I can do just fine, and I know those things can help me lose weight. What I want to focus on is this side, the side that I failed at, or I hit that obstacle. I want to channel all of my energy on those things because those are the things that took me down, right? So the first 30 days, my absolute primary focus is going to be on nutrition. And that seems silly because you think it would be on all these like workout, go to the gym and, you know, kill yourself on the treadmill and put all that effort there every waking minute, you know, get up at 4 a.m. and go so you can go to the gym. No, absolutely not. What I learned in my first time around was I didn't even step foot in a gym probably until 6 to 7 months into my journey. So I had lost like 50 to 60 pounds before I stepped foot in the gym. Granted, my reasons were I was embarrassed and, you know, like all those other superficial reasons. But this time around, I know that I don't need to work out in order to lose weight. I know that nutrition can make me lose weight, changing up my nutrition. So keep that in mind. You don't have to be a gym rat. You don't have to have, you know, every waking moment in a gym to make a change. So I am challenging you guys all to join me and focus this month, the month of January, on your nutrition. Actually making a change. So that means if I only have 30 minutes to get a workout in or 30 minutes to go sit down and make a menu or, you know, meal prep for the week food-wise, I'm gonna take that route. I'm not gonna put the workout in. If I have 30 minutes to work out or 30 minutes to go to the grocery store and buy those things so that I have them on hand to make my food or to be able to meal prep, I'm gonna go to the grocery store over the workout. You know what I'm saying? So when we all complain, I'm such a busy mom, I don't have time, blah, blah, blah. You don't need to have the time. You need to allocate your time so that you can make sure you're focusing on nutrition. So that means if I have 30 minutes in my day and I'm like, well, should I work out or should I learn about nutrition? I'm gonna put my 30 minutes into learning about nutrition. You know, finding great recipes, you know, or planning that menu, or, you know, that 30 minutes has to go to the nutrition part of this challenge. No matter what. That does not mean that I would never work out or something for the month of January if I want to work out. I'm saying that if it comes down to I have 30 extra minutes in my day and it's either getting that workout in or going to the grocery store and getting the food to have on hand in my house, it has to be that choice every time, not the workout. Because it comes down to the nutrition will change your body fat percentage. You can't go to a gym and say, I'm gonna target my belly and think that you're just gonna take from your belly by doing these crunches or, you know, sit-ups or something and think you're only gonna target that special spot because that's what bothers you. Your body doesn't care what bothers you. Your body's gonna take body fat from your body fat, and that's body wide. So if you want to change your gut or your muffin top or your saggy thighs or your bat wings, nutrition's is your ticket. Because if you change your body fat, you will change your body. However, don't get me wrong, we're gonna talk about the weight, the going to the gym and building exercise. I'm saying if you wanna see results on your body, you have to drop your body fat, period. And that is done through nutrition. While I love exercise and I will be doing my share of exercises, it's not gonna be my focus this month, because every thought that I have in my head this month is going to be overcoming my bad eating habits, my self-control around my portion sizes, the actual foods I should be eating, which are keto, so it's single ingredients, meaning beef, or oil or butter, like single ingredients, not something that's processed and packaged. This month is not about that. This month is about conquering nutrition so that my sweet cravings and my emotions and all the things that are based off of my poor diet in the past, I can attack those. Because if I'm not constantly think about sweets because I'm not eating sweets, it'll finally just dull that throbbing pain and it'll just go in the back burner. It won't be in my face like that, sweet, 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 sweet tooth. So it's like, in order to overcome so much of this journey, I've got to get my nutrition going the right direction so that I am in a position for success in actually changing my life. Because having sweets and stuff in my head while I'm trying to make changes is just not going to work. I can't operate that way. It's just, I've tried and failed a gazillion times before. So for me, I cannot focus on anything but nutrition this month. And I can't make that I urge everybody to don't worry about all the other background noise. Right now, you know what you have to eat. You know what you can't eat. Focus on what you can and do those things instead of worrying about what you can't have, trying to get a workout in and sabotaging yourself by putting yourself in positions where it's only those kind of foods. And take the time, make the menu, have your food, be prepared, focus on nutrition this month. So off that spiel, part 2, once I have my nutrition really going, the only other thing I want to focus on this month, along those lines, I will say, get your metrics too. So take your before pictures, get your measurements, your waist, your hips, your bust, your weight, your body weight on the scale, but mainly make sure you have pictures, have all those metrics. That's not a huge part, but make sure when you start that is something you do get, because you'll want those 6 months down the line. And remember, 6 months down the line, you're going to look back on this day. So take the picture, take the measurement, hop on the scale, get those before metrics. But the only other thing I want to focus on this month, other than nutrition, it kind of comes hand in hand, is that self-discipline. That self-discipline that says, if you have the 30 minutes, should I go work out or should I go to the grocery store and have food on hand to keep the diet going, change that nutrition, get that momentum going? That self-discipline says, get up and go do what you're supposed to do. Get up off the couch, go to bed earlier, don't be a night owl, get it done. That self-discipline is going to implement what you want to do. And the more self-disciplined you are, the easier it's going to be to say no and focus on what you can have instead of what you can't have. But you've got to have that self-discipline. Self-discipline and nutrition are going to be hand in hand, and what I'm going to focus on for the next 30 days. And it comes down, it's that important. I mean, granted, I love going to the gym. I love walking. I love being physical. Getting that physical release is something I crave. But I can absolutely not work out a poor diet or I can't overcompensate eating like crap in the gym and expect to see weight loss results. It will never work that way. It just doesn't. And it's hard to even accept that, but it is true, and I've relied on the gym in the past to fix my head, but it doesn't address the source of the problem. The source of the problem was what I'm putting in my body to fuel it. So I hope that makes sense, and it can't be more obvious at this point in my journey that nutrition is everything and being self-disciplined to do the proper nutritional changes to your diet. And it's going to be so much easier. You're like, well, I don't have any time, so I'll pick up some fast food. No, 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 no. If you have 24 hours in a day to write out a plan, to write out a meal, you know, like your meals for the week or your menu for the week, you have time somewhere in your schedule where you can either order groceries, go to the grocery store, whatever the heck it may be, but get your shopping list so that you have foods on hand for what you're supposed to be eating. And if you are gonna have any time at all in your day, focus on that portion and nothing else. And also, once you start building the small changes, you'll feel better when you eat better, right? And maybe that'll encourage you to take that next step to try harder or tweak some more things in your diet and just, you know, just fine tune and find your sweet spot. Because I personally know if I go strict keto for 30 days, I will drop a ton of weight. Doesn't fix everything, but I know it will help curb my sugar cravings. It will help curb my appetite. It'll make my overall moods better. I'll feel better. I'll be more energized. You know, it'll be tough in that transition period where I'm switching from total crap to keto because it's like getting all that out of your system. And then once you start getting in that groove and making those self-discipline, those disciplined choices every day where you're doing it, you're actually doing it, then you slowly start to feel better. And that momentum starts building. At the same time, those cravings start creeping down. And all of a sudden, it's like, all right, I can do this. You start believing in yourself again. And 1 month turns into 2 months. And once you've got month 1 kind of tackled, you bring those skills to month 2 and you add something else. So that's what I'm not telling you about what part 2 or month 2 or the days 30 through 60 of this challenge are yet, because they don't matter. We're not there yet. Right now, the only thing that matters is tackling nutrition and everything that involves the nutrition, and then being disciplined enough to do the nutritional changes to our diet. So I don't know about you, but I'm pumped. I'm excited. I'm changing a lot, and it's my mission to share these changes with you guys and to watch me shrink back down. But this time around, I'm going to give you more of the emotional side of things and not just the stuff, the metrics where I lost all these pounds and whatever. I want to really dig deep and share those changes. But I feel like I have a second chance to provide more help and the background or the noise that I kind of tuned out before, and those things that threw me right the heck off my journey before, tackle them and share those things with you guys. Because if you guys are following me, you probably have a lot of the same issues that I have with my battle of obesity. So maybe it'll help just one person. Maybe it'll help all of you. I don't know, but I'm excited at the chance to at least help one person not have to battle obesity like I have been battling for the last like 20 years. So with that said, I'm pumped. I'm excited. Comment below if you're in this with me. And also, I'm going to go return to the vlogging style videos where I show you what I'm eating, you know, that kind of thing. So I'll walk you through it and just give as much information as I can to you guys, because it keeps me at the end of the day accountable. The more I can film and show you what I'm doing, I have to do it if I want to show it to you, right? So it helps everybody. So I'm getting as much out of this as you guys get when you get to watch it. So let's do this. Happy New Year. And thanks for watching. I'm Jess. You're watching Keto Rewind. And also check out that link and get yourself some electrolytes. Bye.